Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Coach's Desk with host Coach Minzy, where you receive your sporting experience. And we're here to talk about a topic where JFF has implemented a head of coaching education arm of their federation at this moment. And this was reported today, this morning, by one of the popular news outlets. You know what I mean? So before we jump right into that, people, just reminding persons to subscribe, just remind persons to hit the notification bell. So when we share a video, you will be notified that we make an upload. You know what I mean? Thanks to the persons who have been loyal to the Coach's Desk. Thanks for your support. Thanks to the new persons who have come on board. And I'm certain that you continue to join us on this journey where sports is concerned on the desk. You know what I mean? So big up yourselves, people. Thanks again. Thanks a million. And of course, our aim right now is to reach 10,000 subscribers. So that's the drive, road to 10,000 subscribers. So we await you sharing and liking and informing others about what happens over here on the Coach's Desk. Of course, please to tell a friend about Coach's Desk, and when you tell a friend to tell a friend, ensure that friend tell another friend about the Coach's Desk. Big up yourself, people. We appreciate what is happening over here. So, according to the reports, people, the Jamaica Football Federation has appointed young promising coach Andrew Peart as head of the coaching education. I believe that this is a big move. I believe that this is a move in the right direction to ensure that coaches are developed in a particular way that will aid the development of football on the island. And of course, this has been a long cry where coaches education is concerned. There has been talks of persons want to be on board but they can't because of favoritism and all sort of stuff that transpired around the whole coaching education. But if this is an arm set up by the Jamaica Football Federation to enhance coaching, then definitely this is a good move. Now, Andrew Peart, who he left the head coaching position at the University of the West Indies. He was also coach at Jamaica College. You know what I mean? He will lead the JFF coaching school aimed at raising the bar in Jamaica and the wider region. So this coaching education arm is not only for the Jamaican coaches, it's also going to be widespread in the region, and that is also a good look. But when you look at that, it might not just be about educating coaches. I think it is going to come with a particular cost based on what this is saying. And Mr. Dalton Wilt, General Secretary of the Jamaica Football Federation, indeed said that it is going to be a profit entity where, in my estimation, coaches are going to be charged to be a part of the coaching education, and that might pose a little problem there. There are a lot of coaches out there who wants to be educated. Some can't even afford it, so it depends on the affordability, what they're gonna roll out in terms of the cost to do these coaching education. That might be an issue, but I think it's a move in the right direction to ensure that the coaches are developed, especially at the grassroots level. A lot of times, I believe the youngsters are not taught the rudiments of the game. They are not. It's all about winning. It's all about the coaches trying to, make a name for themselves, and then it robs the youngsters of the real coaching, the rigors of coaching that they need, and also about enjoying the game. A lot of times you hear from the sideline the coaches issuing out insults, because of the passion that they have, but they would have not developed the passion in these youngsters. So I mean, this should be a good look. I really hope that they target the the grassroots level, because that is key, that is important. So basically, what the GenSec is saying that it was an intense interview with other applicants, but it was Peart who came out on top, and he has been appointed as head of the coaching education that will lead the coaching school. You know what I mean? And Wint would have confirmed that. So definitely, like I said earlier, it's a big move. It is a new position that has been created at the JFF, because what we want to do, according to Wint, we have to recognize that it is, if we want to compete globally in football, which makes sense, we need our coaches to be at a certain level, and hence the thrust to improve our coaching in Jamaica. And that is brilliant. That is brilliant. I think it's a step in the right direction, as I alluded to earlier. So if the coaches get it right, then that would be a move in improving development. Then they could take on the surfaces, then they could take on. So I think they can approach this in terms of segmenting this whole development thing, rather than trying to do everything at once. So you deal with the coaching education, then you probably move to the development of fields, then you probably start to infuse other aspect of the development that will actually happen over time and not overnight. You know what I mean? So this is a big move. I applaud the JFF for this. Now, there's a caveat, because Mr. Wynn indicated that I spoke about initially, that we want it to be a profit center too. So it's not only about developing the coach, but he wants it to be a matter of profit. That might be a turn off to some, because when you look at other sports, especially track and field, the coach's education is actually given free. You know what I mean? And we can see what is happening in track and field. There's a lot of, especially in Jamaica, a lot of outstanding coaches coming through, developing youngsters in the sport. The technique is good. Trust me, it is a good look. And because this has been offered free, FIFA, of course, is one of the richest organizations in the world. So, I mean, JFF being a part of FIFA, they could find a way to get FIFA on board in this coaching education to actually defray the cost, so that persons don't feel that they can't be a part of it because they can't afford it. You know what I mean? So that is something that they could look into to ensure that the coaches out there with very good minds will be a part of this and not be turned off because of the financial aspect of it. So, people, what are your thoughts on this new appointment? Is this the way in the right direction for the JFF? Do you think that Andrew Peart is really the man? Who are the other persons who went up for this position? It wasn't stated, but we know that Andrew Peart came out on top. You know what I mean? Will he do an excellent job? Is he one of the brightest young minds in the sport in Jamaica? Well, let us see, because as we go forward, we'll be taking keynote of this particular situation. We'll be following the story, we'll be following the movement, and we'll also ensure that we give you information to see how this arm of the JFF is actually doing. So thanks again, people, for tuning into the show. Big up yourself. Continue to do what you do. Stay safe. And I'm out.